Night on News Final.
It's hockey night in Manitoba. The Manitoba Moose and Hershey Bears took to the ice for Game 2. The man who wants to bring an NHL team to Hamilton is in Winnipeg, but it's a topic Jim Basillie did not want to talk about. And waiting for an ambulance can be a matter of life and death. That's why paramedics are sounding the alarm.
From the Global Winnipeg Studios, News Final with Eva Kovacs.
Hello and thanks for joining us. It was hockey night in Manitoba as the Manitoba Moose played Game 2 of the AHL Finals. Nearly 15,000 people packed into the MTS Centre, hungry for a win. We bring in Joe Pascucci with the latest on the Moose. Joe, really, what a game.
You talked about the Moose hungry for a win. Jason Jaffrey was hungry for a goal. He'd been goalless in his last 8 games. Well, he broke out. He scored the tying goal to make it a 1-1 game, and then in the final minute of regulation, he scores the game winner, and to top that off, he also added an empty netter for the hat-trick as the Moose win it tonight by a score of 3-1 to tie up the Calder Cup Final at 1. And, of course, the next 3 games in the series are in Hershey, Saturday, Sunday, and a week from tonight, Tuesday. So the Moose back in this series with the victory, and coming up a little later on the show, we'll have complete highlights and also get post-game reaction. A great story by Jaffrey about some of the things that went on before the game tonight that made him score his 3 goals.
Superstition?
Very cute. It's a very great story.
All right, thanks, Joe. We look forward to that. Well, downtown Winnipeg was electric tonight. As we mentioned, nearly 15,000 people streaming into the MTS Centre. And their support for the Moose is also scoring big with local businesses, cashing in on the hockey hype. Global's Trina Moss reports.
With tickets in hand, fans begin pouring into the MTS Centre.
I got chills as soon as I walked into the arena. It's fantastic.
More than 14,700 people packed the rink for Game 2 of the Calder Cup Final between the Manitoba Moose and the Hershey Bears.
The Manitoba Moose haven't been to a Calder Cup, so I want them to win it.
It's great. It's great to see. This town is a hockey town.
Former Winnipeg Jets player Thomas Steen took in the game. While he might be interested in what this man has to say about his former team, billionaire Jim Basillie just wanted to talk Moose.
Big night, Game 2. My money's on the Moose.
Game 1 at the phone booth Saturday set a Calder Cup record, the most tickets sold for an AHL non-clinching playoff game. And all these filled seats means overflowing cash registers for local restaurants.
On a regular night after 6 o'clock, downtown Winnipeg goes home to the suburbs. On Moose night, everybody comes downtown, everybody's spending money.
The Ringside restaurant says business has quadrupled over a normal Tuesday. Dwayne Kroom admits he normally doesn't eat out during the week.
It's got to be good for everybody down here. Obviously, you know, this place is full.
Even the clothing store next door is cashing in on the Moose's success.
I was actually just saying that maybe we should potentially stay open later when we have a Moose game because we've noticed definite increase in traffic.
These ladies stopped by to pick out something white to wear to the game. These men took that idea to the extreme.
We're supporting our team.
Fans do have a role to play during the game. They're there to distract the opposing goalie and encourage their favorite player. Trina Moss, Global News.
And as Trina mentions, Blackberry billionaire Jim Basillie was in town, but he was all business. Basillie did not want to talk about hockey while passing through today.
We really know how to pick the dates. I mean, I'm here on the eve of a Moose playoff game and Game 3 of the finals.
So it's one of the only references Basillie made while in Winnipeg today. He's trying to buy the Phoenix Coyotes and move them to Hamilton. And it was at the University of Manitoba that he accepted an award today from the Asper School of Business. And tonight, he gave a speech to Winnipeg's business community and attended a black tie affair in his honor at the Convention Centre.
Well, fear has always been a good motivator, and while the Moose are not frightened by the Hershey Bears, the prospect of dropping and heading to Pennsylvania down 2 games to none in the Calder Cup well, that scares the heck out of them. Head coach Scott Arniel was hopeful of having Alex Bolduc back in the lineup, but Bolduc was unable to go because of that lower body injury. Well, a near capacity crowd at MTS Centre, and the Moose hoping to get a jump start from the raucous crowd. In the opening minutes, it is Matt Pope taking the pass. He busts in on the net, but the Bears' Michael Neuver has his eyes focused on the puck and makes the pad save look easy. There was penalty in play, and just like game one, the Bears got a good scoring opportunity. 3-on-2, and Stefan Cromwell shot, gloved by Corey Schneider, his first big save of the period. Now, head coach Scott Arniel has been preaching puck possession and more awareness of Alexander Giroux the last couple of days, and it wasn't a message that fell on deaf ears. 3-on-2 rush for the Moose, but Maxime Fortuna's fans on the shot and headed the other way. In a hurry is Giroux busting in on Schneider, and he'll score his 4th of the season, 13th of the playoffs. Giroux single-handedly beating the Moose so far in the series. Now in the final minute, Bears power play, and it'll be Giroux again driving hard to the net, but this time he'll be denied by Schneider. Manages to squeeze the puck against his body. 1-0 for the Bears after one, but it could have been much worse. Second period, and the Bears come oh so close to a second goal. Chris Bourque with a shot. Puck goes off Travis Ramsey and almost into the net, off the stick, and then the post. Goaltender's best friend. Moose in need of a spark. They get it thanks to their power play. This time the Bears clear the puck right to Jason Chaffrey. He doesn't miss. That's his 7th goal of the playoffs, first in 8 games, biggest by far. The bigger one would come a little later. End of the first, Mark Fistrick sending a message, tries to get one last hit in, and that naturally draws the ire of the Hershey Bear players. Third period, Michael Grabner finally getting loose, able to use that speed of his. Great moves, but fires the puck wide. And it looked like this one, like the opener, would go to overtime. Final minute, though, Jason Krog across to Jason Jaffrey, and he scores. 46 seconds left in regulation when Jaffrey splits the pads of Neuver. Looked like this puck might have been deflected by the stick, may have taken some speed off the puck. And then Jaffrey's going to cap off on a standing night with an empty net goal. That's the hat trick. Jason Jaffrey is the hero as the Moose get back into the series with the victory. Now the game wouldn't end quietly. Both teams getting together, trying to send a message as this series is heading back to Hershey, all tied up at 1. Jaffrey with 3 goals. Corey Schneider with 27 saves. 3-1 the final. Jaffrey, as we told you, in a goalless drought. Here's why he broke out of it tonight.
You know what, the funny thing is I've been on a little bit of a goalless drought here over the last couple of series, and my little 2-year-old girl made me colored a $5 bill. It was a superstition that I had kind of back in the junior days when I was in a goalless drought, and she colored a $5 bill for me. I put it in my glove, and scored 3 tonight. So it was special. I mean, it was my mom's birthday tonight, and she was in the stands, and it just seemed like everything that could go right for me did.
Oh, it was a must-win. You can't go down 2-0 back to their place for 3. So, we didn't panic. The game kind of ebbed and flowed for us a little bit, and for them for a little bit, but we held tight and waited for our opportunity, and we got a big one late.
After dropping the first game, it was very important for us to get back on track here. Not only get the win, but get back to playing our game and limiting the chances that they got. And, I thought we did a good job on their top players.
Our puck handling was a lot better than what it was the other night. I thought that we did a good job of finding the open man. I thought we did a good job of working to get to holes, to have support for the guy with the puck.
Well, definitely we wanted to try to steal the win, and we had a couple power plays and we had good chances on it. I thought Schneider made some unbelievable saves during the whole game. I thought both goaltenders played well.
Hard fought tonight. We did what we had to do. We had to go into Hershey with a split, and now we'll go in there and hopefully get a couple.
And of course, the next 2 games in the series will be Saturday and Sunday in Hershey.